DA had a nice game, 22 points, 6 assists. He also had 3 steals. He was 9 of 12 shooting the basketball. I'm sitting here holding this. Start with Chet.
Yeah, I want to start off with fast break points. 29-3 on fast break points. This was a team that's top 10 in offensive rebounds. I'd asked Eric if that gave you guys an opportunity to get out in transition. Was there anything you guys did different? I mean, did you know the transition basketball tonight was going to be as open as it was?
Yeah, most definitely, 100%. But just watching film on them, they do a great job of crashing the glass very hard. All 5 guys go, so we were fully aware that once we rebound the ball and run, we can get easy points at fast break. So it was definitely an emphasis coming into this game.
On the flip side of that, to make that work and not have them take advantage of you guys had to hit the boards pretty hard too and keep them off the offensive boards, right? And they did end up with what was the second chance point, and they got 20 second chance points here, 16. But do you feel you guys did what you were supposed to, keeping them off the offensive glass enough?
Nah, not really. I feel like we could have done a much better job. There was a couple of instances where we just didn't block out, and that was a big emphasis coming into this game. That they rebound, they go very hard, so we have to be the ones to initiate the first contact and rebound, but. We're not perfect. It's not a perfect game, so definitely give some of those up, but we'll be better.
You guys being all newcomers here, we've asked you about a million times. It's pretty old, but tonight was a special night in terms of fans. How was the pit tonight?
It was amazing. They did such a good job just following the whiteout code and just bringing the energy. It's crazy when you get a stop on defense and to just hear them going crazy, it just makes you want to get another stop and another stop and another stop. So it's such a blessing to play in this place and can't wait to keep going.
So if memory serves, I think they were number 26 coming in tonight and nationally in scoring defense. I mean, you talked about you thought you would be able to have success in transition, but other than that, what was kind of working for you guys on offense? I mean, you dropped 98 points on a top 30 scoring defense.
Another emphasis other than fast break points was end of drive decisions. Coach harped on us and just getting 2 feet in the paint and finding the open guys so we can have them get in rotations and we can get the shots we wanted. So we did a good job of that tonight and we were successful with it.
And then can you just talk about your individual performance tonight? I mean, 9 of 12. You were making some ridiculous, finishes at the rim, stuff like that. Stuff like that for yourself wasn't going in earlier this season. Kind of just how gratifying was it for you to get that part of your game going?
I mean, it felt good, but credit to my teammates. They were making shots, so the paint just felt more open for me, and it was just easier to finish around the basket. But yeah, I started off the season kind of rough, but just kept working, kept my head in it, and being confident in myself.
DA, they picked you up full court when it wasn't a transition possession. You were able to make one cut and go. Can you just talk about what you were seeing out there?
Great points.
Yeah, can you talk about what you were seeing defensively when it wasn't in transition? They picked you up full court, which allowed you to get downhill, make a move into the paint. Can you just talk about what you were seeing?
Right. Yeah, we did watch a lot of film on them with their full court defense as well. They kind of do the same thing as us, where we tag up and we try to not allow teams to get transition opportunity. They did a pretty decent job with that, but it was something we were very prepared for in practice. Just coach mentioned us to just make one move and go, try and get by, and that's transition as well, because if I get by a guy, it's 4 and 5 basketball, just make one read and get a good shot.
Can you talk about what you did on the defensive side? You matched up against Hammond, you matched up against Mahi, who was 6'7", you were very physical. Can you just talk about how you got it done on the defensive end?
Yeah, we knew that they were a very physical team coming into this game, and just preaching to the guys that we cannot let them get the first punch. We got to deliver the first punch. So coming into this game, my mindset was just being a defensive menace, picking up the ball full court, get some deflections, and have some good energy plays, and it turned out well.
Early in the game, you guys were down just a couple of points, and then you guys went on a long run. And then they pulled within 1 point. I believe it was like 47-46. And then you guys went on a huge run, pulled the game away. What do you think that says about the mentality of this team to kind of just really pull things away when the chips are down?
Right, we know that we're a good team. We know that basketball is a game of runs. They're going to go on their run. We're going to go on our runs. But I want to give most of that credit to the pit, to be honest. They just filled us with so much energy and just made us want to make plays just so we could have fans go crazy and just give the people a show. So that was a big deal for us.
It was 47-46, and we scored 30 points in under 8 minutes, too. take a 22-point lead.
You drew 2 fouls in the first 10 minutes, but it kind of indicated that maybe you're going to have foul trouble the rest of the way. Did you have to change the way you defended tonight?
I mean, I was trying to be more of a pass. I think the 2 fouls that I had early were kind of silly. I was just so hyped up that, you know, I got a few stops early. I seen that they didn't like the pressure, so I was just trying to be more aggressive on that and just to make things uncomfortable for them. But 2 silly fouls, it happens. I learned from it, so I'll continue to pressure the ball every game.
Outside of Jake not hitting a 3-pointer, this looked like the most complete game of the season for this team. Is that a sign that this thing it's starting to come together? This was a pretty entertaining game for fans to watch.
Yeah, so as you all know, you know, we're a brand new team, but doesn't feel like it. We gel so great off the court. Everybody is so unselfish. We have a lot of guys that are, you know, don't put themselves before the team, but yeah, it's just getting started. Conference is right around the corner. Right around the corner, and you know we're ready to make a push and try to win the Mountain West Championship.
Last one.
No, the team seemed a lot more spark tonight. More up tempo, more physical. Was that planned?
Yes, we knew Santa Clara was top 30 ranked team in the country. We knew the gym was going to be sold out. We didn't want to disappoint you guys, disappoint the fans, disappoint our coaches. So all of that combined gave us a crazy energy burst, and we just displayed it tonight on the court.
All right, that's it. Thanks for your